So this paddock, this cell here, which has got, I think there's 16 paddocks in it. Because of the way the weather pattern hit us, we moved all the cattle across from the other side of the creek, because if we get another big rain, it becomes very difficult to get over there short of riding a horse or a tractor. So I just put them in there, and then a calf went through, broke a tape, and I just said to my sister, who was babysitting the place, just leave it. Let them have all 16 paddocks at once, and they've broken wires and all sorts of things. So I've got a day or two's fencing in there, but it got a nice even graze all the way through.
Are you fencing on contour?
No.
No, doesn't matter?
No. Very difficult to fence on contour when the water's in the middle. It's all, we're not all, but mostly radial water points.
Ah, yeah.
And the logic behind that is it's very efficient from what are you doing in there, girls? Oh, this is my travellers. They'd like to think they're gypsies. Yes, these are all traveller heifers. And they don't walk through fences, they just jump off.
Ah, jumping ones.
Jumping cows.
They can do that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Riders.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh, I'll put a dog behind them in a minute. She's obviously feeling so spring should be in the air with all the bulls over there.
Well, that's good. That's what you wanted, though, wasn't it? You want them wanting to mate.
Oh yeah, but 15th of March, please. It's been around for a while, this electricity stuff, ever since a bloke called Edison made it work. Oh, look at these. We're travellers. We're just going to do what we want to do. You're going to put cattle in with us tonight? Yes. So they're travellers. They make their own arrangements for where they're going. So I'll put the other cattle in here, and they'll probably go and join the other ones on the other side.
Oh, so they're basically, they just...
They go where they like.
Right.
But they're also good cash flow. So there's half a dozen of them are potentially good heifers. So if they have a calf and they start staying with the mob, happy days. And if they don't,
Oh boy.
cash flow.
Okay.
So, just to give you a bit of a view, they were in there 2 days ago. So you can see it's been fairly aggressively grazed,
Yeah.
but there's still good ground cover left there. There's good litter on the ground. They've all those U-butte things that we're supposed to be looking for.
Your fences are pretty low, though.
Oh yeah. Quite often lucky if they got power in them too. I was checking them last night, and the cows had bumped 2 posts, and so there was 2 posts shorting the whole system out.
Oh, yeah.
They stay in them. 90% of them, 95% of them will stay in the paddock and graze like that. And now that I'm driving up towards here, guess what? They're walking up because we know what's going to happen. And they're not rushing, they're not galloping, they're not panicking, they're just plod, 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 plod.
You've got a longhorn in there.
Oh, we got all sorts of things.
Ah, because you did mention a breed. That's not this mob?
I've only got one mob.
Oh.
We've got Nguni cattle, and you'll see the Ngunis. They're really easy to spot because they're pretty colourful. Sneak, this'll do. Now, if I were you, I'd hop out and hop up on the top of on the back, because you get a good view.
Cool. What are you doing then?
I'm just going to open this gate and they're going to come around that post and go straight past you.
Ah, perfect. I need to put my jumper on first though.
You right?
Yeah.
Ready? Cameras?
Yeah. Ready, action.
Come on, go way back. There's a stranger here.
Yeah, I know. I do that.
Come on, girls. Come on. Come on, 36. Come on, girls. That'll do. Trouble is, if I walk down there, they'll follow me. You go way back. Honey, you're not supposed to follow me. I'll have to bring them up.
You don't have a header. Would you call it like a matriarch?
A leader? She's standing there.
Don't like me. Right.
Go way back. Go way back, go way back, go way back. Come on, little girl. Come on, Errol McFerrell. You're starting to grow into something that looks like a bull. Here, Cliffy, go way back. Oh no, she's still sucking. Come on. Go way back. Could have got another day out of here. Go on, way back. Hello. Come here. Way over. Cliffy, go way over. He go way over. Hey, mate. Steady. Come here, bud. How are you going, dude? Come on. You go way over. Go way over. No. Cliffy. Oh no. All right, go way over. Go way over. Go way over. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You go way over. Go way over. We've got some good calves. You go way over. Girls, oi! Lock up! Come on. Back up you go. You block up. Go way over. Cliffy, oi! Go way back. Come on. Hey, Smudge, come on. Here, go back. Go on, push up. Come on, Cliffy, push him up. Yeah. Come here.
It's amazing how shy they are. I never realised cows were so sensitive.
There's a few that are down there, they can stay there.
Yeah.
I'll leave these two paddocks open. They probably won't come back in here because they've done this. They've got all that.
Yeah. Oh, I've only just noticed that wire in the middle, so they were in those two.
Two paddocks.
Right.
And they've had a good graze. They've left a good layer of litter. Nice even graze. And that was nearly a fortnight ago. Just the other side of there. And you'll notice it more when you're down the bottom. Because they tend to graze the bottom of that paddock. This is what I'm going to start doing, is splitting these paddocks in half and giving them a half a day in the half close to the water, and then they can have the other half away from it. And that'll increase the density, increase the quality of graze, and then take them down. And that may well also significantly change the species mix, because we're going to have 500 cows dunging and urinating in half a here for 12 hours and then out there for 12 hours rather than scattered all over it.
Because this goes against everything, because this is normally the area that gets grazed the most because it's next to the water.
That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
But look at it.
But they go where it's
Well, look at them.
tastiest.
Have a look at them now. Where are they? They're not hanging on the water. There's a couple of really good little Nguni bulls in there too. Come on, Cliffy. Hey! Where are you? Cliffy! Come on. Come on. Don't you jump on Tamsin's hat, otherwise she'll be peeved.
Yeah, that was just, and it's the same with Richard's. Like, I just put that camera.
And yet I can film them, and I don't care.
Yeah, no,
But
just,
they know Cliffy and I.
yeah.
Um,
And because I'm used to moving horses and knowing how horses move, I'm like, no, just don't interfere. Because I knew, and when you pushed them all up here and then they started running in the other direction, I was like, no.
Now the ones that were going in the other direction are still a bit sensitive. These cattle all came out of the north.
Oh.
So they either came from Hewenden, there's a few from Torrens Creek, a few from Kununurra, a few from Derby, and a few from Avenue Gerald.
So you literally had no stock?
Yeah, we had a handful, 30, 40.
Okay, even at the end of 2019?
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose if you've been doing it for so long, your land was okay with it. It wasn't there by any stretch.
Well, the group that Anne works for, Climate Friendly,
Yeah.
I think I'm still their only true carbon candidate. And they wouldn't have, and Sky Glenday, who's her boss, said I wouldn't have bothered coming here if I hadn't known what your ground cover was like during the drought.
Right, okay. Yeah, good.
And I said, and how did you find that out? Which led me down a rabbit hole of learning how to drive satellite imagery.
Ah. Oh, so they were spying on you from above.
Public domain. Now, see that little red fella there? Red and white fella? Just there.
Oh, yes.
With his head down. He's a little bull. He'll be drafted off mum on the weekend.
Ooh.
In fact, where is mum? She's shot through. She's moved on.
There was a one that was white and brown, and she was the first one through the gate.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so would it have been his mum?
No, he was down the back with his mum. His mum's Brindle Brangus. And there's Daisy. Daisy looking very pregnant.
Oh. You know I'm from Jersey, right?
Yep. There's a couple more goonies over there. There's another one there. So the ones with the white striping on their backs, they look very like speckled parks. So I'll keep a few of them for bulls. And that's part of my looking for early maturing, medium-sized, not big cattle.
Oh, that sound of them rustling through the grass, eating and just being happy. And they make so much noise. So they were all talking to each other because what? They were a bit stressed, or because they were just like...
Hey Joyce, it's moving time, come on!
Yeah, but there's someone in the back of the ute.
Yeah, bloody humans, I got another one. Shit, we thought there were only 2 or 3 of them, there must be 5. And she's got a camera.
There's this eye thing that's looking at us.
It's on a stick.
Actually, is that her? No. Yeah?
Her?
The leader? No.
No.
It's one similar to her, right?
Yep.
She came up and had a good old look at me.
Oh yeah, one of the honey Brahmins.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. We saw the one I patted.
Yes. She old?
No.
Oh.
She got a little bit of special treatment. We had a selenium issue back in March that I mentioned.
Yeah.
And we thought she was going to die. So she ended up in the yards and she got quite up close and personal and quite bossy. And the last time I looked at her, she was looking okay, but she wasn't looking brilliant. But she's now verging on brilliant.
Oh wow, okay, because she's still pretty skinny compared to the others.
Yeah, but her coat's now quite smooth.
Oh right.
And I'm just wondering if I'm going to try and get that cow and calf back in here, or just let them make their own arrangements. There's signs out that says we've got cattle on the road. So, oh Craig, take it out of gear.
Well, I won't get out the car to make your life easier.
She sort of looked like she might be going, I might have a go. If I can get down around it and get Cliffy on the case. But I just don't want the rest of them realising the gate's open.
Well, if I stand at the car, no, you won't. That will be counterproductive.
Though I've moved them now, so. Council did a lot of road renovation here, so I can't just drop off the road like I used to.
Yes, they're a pain like that, aren't they?
No, they are. Come on, Cliffy. Come on, you pair. Come here. Push him up. Steady. Cliffy, come here. Here. Good boy. Now, if you just look up this fence line for a sec, you'll see the difference. So it's not much change, but there's a very distinct change. And that's a fortnight's grazing.
So wait a minute, on the left there's...
On the left's a paddock they came out of this afternoon.
Okay,
And on the right,
that was a fortnight ago.
the calves just go under the fences. Until they hit the fences, and then they stop going under the fences and they go, oh, they bite.
Yes, okay. So over there, that real brown stuff, is that?
That's outside us, that's a crop of canola, monoculture of a weed. I'm not a great fan of canola.
I wasn't until I planted it in a mixed species, and it did its job for me.
Oh yeah.
And then I quite liked it, but I'm trying it again this year in a place, but I don't think it's done all that well. But it was interesting how it was a multi-species and it was the one that predominantly came through.
That could be to do with your soil structure and biology too, because as a brassica, they have a different relationship to fungi.
Well, this was level 1 compaction. Like, I didn't think anything was going to grow on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get you on a cup of tea.
Oh, yes, please.
And I'll get growled at because I'm wearing my best clothes when I'm being interviewed and on film. She's interviewing
Well,
us.
I couldn't have you in a suit and tie, though.
Look a bit too corporate.